Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Kulreet Chaudhary, integrative neurologist, and you guys have been asking some fantastic questions about the prime tea. So I'm going to take some time today to answer all of your questions. First, can I use ground fennel in the prime tea every day? I've never used ground fennel or any of the ground seeds simply because I think the prime tea will come out pretty grainy if you use it. Now, there's no harm to doing it. I'm just not sure that it's going to be as palatable as actually boiling the seeds. But if you want to try it, there's, again, no harm in doing it. I would recommend maybe using just a quarter teaspoon of the ground fennel, since you get more of the spice when it's in the ground form. And, if you don't mind it and you can tolerate kind of the grainy nature of it, by all means, you can use the ground version of all of the seeds if you like. Our next question. I started drinking the prime tea and have been having terrible heartburn with it. Any suggestions how to remedy this? So when this happens, when you start developing heartburn after drinking the prime tea, that is, again, a sign of detoxification. And there's many signs of detoxification. This one in particular tends to represent excess vata and excess pitta coming up. So what you can do is increase the ingredients in the prime tea that help to calm down some of these symptoms. Fennel is the ideal one to increase. So if you're using just a quarter teaspoon of fennel seeds, you can increase that to a full teaspoon. If you're using a full teaspoon, you can double it to 2 teaspoons. So just double your current dose of fennel and see if that alleviates your symptoms. You should also be following recommendations from a dietary standpoint for reducing vata and pitta. So some simple ways of reducing vata through your diet are simply avoiding cold foods, cold beverages, or raw foods. And for pitta, simple first step is just reducing all oily and spicy foods. As you do this, and as your doshas in general become more balanced, you won't be having this reaction to the prime tea. It's just simply a response to detoxification, and some of the excess doshas that were being held in the digestive system are actually moving out. So it's a good sign. Just continue. Now, if the symptoms are really bothersome, you can make the prime tea more dilute or simply use it every other day until your body detoxifies, and then you can implement my recommendation of increasing the fennel seeds once you feel that the heartburn is manageable and not so uncomfortable. Our next question is, I love drinking the prime tea every day. Me too. But I'm wondering if you have any suggestions for how to travel with it. I have lots of suggestions on how to travel with it because I travel with it regularly. And I started traveling with it regularly simply because I noticed that when I was traveling, I needed the prime tea even more so than I do when I'm at home, because my diet fluctuates and just the impact of travel alone really slows your digestive system down and can accumulate digestive toxins. So what I do is, first of all, I bring the 3 seeds pre-mixed in a travel-safe container. This can be either a recyclable bag or a Ziploc bag. That's typically what I will use. And then I pack with me a little tea ball so that I can place the teas into that tea ball. And in most hotel rooms, they will have a coffee maker, and you can use the coffee maker to heat up your hot water. Now, if the coffee maker smells bad or it smells a lot like, coffee grinds have gotten stuck in there, just run through one time just with regular water and then use the next batch of water. You can tell I've gone down this road many times. And many hotels will just simply provide you with a pitcher of hot water. If they do that, that's much easier. And so when I'm traveling, I have a little travel thermos that I use. At home, I use this giant thermos that carries 4 cups. And when I travel, I want something a little more efficient. So I have something that's a little smaller, a little bit thinner, easier to pack, but it still fits my tea ball. And so what I'll do is I'll put the tea ball in and then add the hot water and just let that steep for about 10 minutes. And voila, you have prime tea while you're traveling. Our final question. I have completed the prime program and now I drink the prime tea every day. Recently, I developed a UTI and I'm wondering if I should stop drinking the tea during the infection. No, I would very much recommend that you continue drinking the tea, particularly during an infection, because it will help to clear the infection faster. The herbs used, or sorry, they're actually foods, not herbs, but the seeds used in the prime tea help to detoxify your body, including your urogenitary system. And so if you're fighting an infection, it will help you to clear the infection even faster. And it will also help if you're taking antibiotics to prevent the accumulation of digestive toxins, which can happen as a result of taking antibiotics. So now, even during a UTI, or I should say, especially during a UTI, you want to continue drinking the prime tea. Thanks so much for your questions about the prime tea. It's one of my favorite daily hacks for keeping my digestion healthy and keeping my energy levels high. Keep sending those questions in, and from time to time, I'll check in and respond to your questions. I'm Dr. Kulreet Chaudhary, wishing you health and happiness.